governments are immoral and criminal institutions because they force everyone, under threat of violence, to pay mandatory taxes for life. There are hundreds of taxes, from property tax to income tax to inheritance tax. You must pay them all, or else the government will use the power and force of its machinery to seize your bank account, arrest you, and put you in jail. How is that any different than the mafia? Governments demand we pay our dues regularly, promise us we'll be safe and protected if we do, and if we don't, agents come around to shake us down or put us away. If taxes were voluntary, then governments wouldn't automatically be immoral or criminal, because they would be completely funded by donation only. Thus, their very existence limited by voluntarism. Name one thing that governments provide that people couldn't do better, easier, and more efficiently at the community level. There is nowhere on earth you can go that isn't controlled by a statist government. Every piece of land has been divided up and claimed by 196 nations, all of which are controlled by some form of forced governance. There is nowhere left on earth that sovereign, freedom-loving individuals can go live freely without a mafioso government forcing them to pay taxes and obey laws. All current forms of government initiate and mandate violence and slavery upon their populations. We are all slaves to our governments because every nation forces under threat of violence and kidnapping that we must pay them a percentage of our income. So if the definition of slavery is forcefully taking 100% of someone's income, what is it called when governments forcefully take 60% of someone's income? Is that not slavery? We are taught in school that slavery ended long ago, and it is universally understood that slavery is immoral. But if governments still are forcibly taking even 1% of their population's income, that is still slavery, and even 1% slavery is immoral. The very definition of the word government is mind control, and the vast majority of people worldwide are absolutely mind controlled by their governments, medias, and education systems to believe that their statist government is a moral and altruistic institution that exists for the benefit of the people. The reality is, of course, the opposite. The reality is that all nations are like open-air slave plantations, allowing their servant populations to choose their occupation, giving the illusion of freedom, then swooping in on payday to steal the fruits of your labor. This is why all governments are criminal and immoral, and why the only system of just governance is anarchism or voluntarism. There is no political solution to the problem of government. Voting for a new ceremonial figurehead every 4 years has never, will never, and could never create any significant, lasting positive change, because governments cannot be improved or made moral from within. None of them respect the right of the individual to opt out of being governed. All governments around the world initiate the use of violence in the form of police and coercion in the form of taxes, and this is absolutely immoral and unacceptable. Consensual sex is moral because it is voluntary, whereas rape is immoral because it's forced. Similarly, things like charity donations and the free market are moral because they are voluntary, whereas theft and taxation are immoral because they are forced. The root problem festering within all governments around the world is not the rife internal corruption or criminality. Those are merely symptoms and side effects of statism. The paramount problem with government is that its mandates are mandatory. Its compulsions are compulsory. For governments to be moral institutions, all taxes and interactions must be made voluntary. existence for our benefit, then they must be voluntary and never initiate the use of violence against their populations.
Peace, family. Back again at you with a new video. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know about the Israelites and that they still trying to come together in this unison of falsehood and falsehood and man worship. Okay, they are always the last catching up with the information. You know what I'm saying? They are really asleep, as I have told you guys. You know what I'm saying? They have their claims that they want money for slavery, then they got other claims. You know what I'm saying? But these are people that have no land, have no strategy. They're not a nation of people or nothing, as is being portrayed, and you know what I'm saying? They're nobody. These are, and the people that guides them are the elites, because, you know, they don't have nothing. And then you have, you know, you're gonna have dissidents that, you know, claim they are doing something for them, and like you have these other guys on YouTube, and they got like, you know, they bought some lands in the desert, you know what I'm saying, and built some tents over there, and brought the people over there, and playing prophets on them like Moses, you know what I'm saying, taking them around, and basically, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna destroy them. The old falsehood of this Bible that I broke down to you, it's all falsehood, you know what I'm saying? And they told you that it will work for you, but it will not. You know what I'm saying? They don't know nothing about spirituality, they don't know nothing about self, they don't know nothing about Mosai, how to interact with Mosai, how to, you know, people don't know, you know what I'm saying? All they know is religion. You know what I'm saying? And they got this attitude that, you know, no matter what, they will continue worshipping the idols and the Bible, yeah. And they think that they can wield something on top of that, on top of a life. Yeah, it's like building your house in the sun. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, building a sun house, and when wind comes, what do you think is going to happen? It's all going to collapse. It's all going to go with the storm, no matter what storm, be it the wind, be it the water, be it rain, you know what I'm saying? Or anything. You'll take that house down. And they acting like they don't know that. They acting like, well, because they're not even the people. They don't know nothing. Don't forget that the Yahweh told them, yeah, to stay, that they're not supposed to have no knowledge. They're supposed to wait for him to perfect miracles. Only Yahweh can do these things. Okay? And Moses didn't give them no knowledge. They can't do nothing. They're powerless people. And that's why we're being trying to see you have you realizing that, you know, this Religio boys are doomed. You know what I'm saying? The whole thing is a government structure, as I told you. You're not going to be free in this structure of that cube. It's just a cube. You know what I'm saying? They all lie to each other. So the cube teaches them to lie to each other, like lying spirits in all their mouths. They all like each other to spy. That's how what they know, because they don't have no knowledge. Understand that? So their life is about hunting other people's lives and lying to them and being parasitical. You know what I'm saying? Because you got no knowledge, become a parasite. You know? And you know that it's all dysfunctional. These all Israelite tribes, you know, the 10 tribes, the 12 tribes of Israel, you know what I'm saying? That cannot be proven, cannot be made. It's all made up, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, that doctrines, the worst part is that doctrines doesn't match. There's division at every corner. Okay, you got these Negroes that are still worshiping Christ. You know what I'm saying? They believe in somebody die and spill their blood for them, and you know, by blood they are saved. Somebody gonna die for their sins and all that. Like I told you, it's impossible. Okay, Mosai don't die for nobody's sin. Okay, and some of them claim that Jesus is Mosai. Some of them claim that Jesus is not the Mosai. You see, they divided all the way. They can't agree in nothing. But supposedly they worship the same guys. The same guy, same God and everything, people. But can't agree about nothing. Yeah? And all their books translated, updated, from nobody knows who wrote these books, these New Testaments. Yeah, that, you know, we already know it was the Piso family, you know what I'm saying? But okay, they imagined that it was well, none of them knew how to write or nothing. They are so-called apostles. Well, I think Matthew was the one that knew how to write properly. But, you know, you got dudes that don't even know how to write, writing books. You got Peter, you got John, you got all them. Yeah, fishermen that didn't know nothing while writing or nothing. Yeah, they didn't know how to speak Hebrew or nothing. You know what I mean? These guys were like, you know, illiterate. But here they are in the New Testament being followed by millions of religios, which I already explained to you. Bond people. People are bonded in the mind. And this is what it is. That's what the you know, the dictionary said, that bond is somebody that, you know, religious is a bond. Religare. You know what I'm saying? And do they know grammar? Do they know what they do? No. What do you think? Hell no. This is why they said that humans, they speak, that they don't deserve the best. They don't deserve nothing. Just because they speak doesn't mean they have intelligence. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean they have a soul. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean they have a spirit. They just, you know, most have a mouth, but it doesn't mean that they are complete. That's what I find out. Okay? And with Mosaiman, you know, Mosai show me things, and some things are good, you know, and he shows me the condition of these people, how deep down they are, you know, how there is no way, you know, for most of them, because they just been blinded, you know, people are blinded, they're born blinded. As soon as they're born, they put a veil on them, you know what I'm saying, they walk around like dead men. That's what I told you, I see dead people all over the place these days. Yeah, they can't correspond to what Moses say. They can't correspond to common sense. They can't correspond to nothing. Death. Know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. You know, all that is Religio Israelite cube. It's not going nowhere. You know, they need to let the whole thing. I told you, they need to leave book alone, or they're going nowhere. Okay, they don't know themselves. They're not human. They're all beasts. Okay, we are exposed to you. What these people do. They're not powerful in any way because they don't know themselves. Okay? They're not close, they're far from the Mosaic, okay? They're all very far from the Mosaic, so they're lost. You know what I'm saying? Got other friends in the other channel, and they're still Christian. Yeah, she made a video talking about he loves Christ, talking about what we think about that, and this and that. He's subscribed to my channel and everything, he's Christian. But, and he's still in his channel saying that he's a Christian, that that's what he believes, and this and that. You know. I'm not even, you know, I don't even waste my time with them no more, because I got the videos there, they can see the videos. You know, we break down, we show them, you know, the scripture, where they came from, we push them off, Yahweh and his fallen angels, what they are, you know what I'm saying? Why they do this, how they are men of war, how they took them, how they are all slaves. They don't understand none of that. They don't understand that they are all slaves and bond men and bond women that can have nothing on earth. They were born to pay rent. Everywhere they go, they gotta pay. Nothing is free. These slaves, they have to pay. Yeah, and they talk about that God that loves them. They talk about that God of creation, but he didn't create nothing for them. They have to pay everything that they want, people. They have to pay for everything every year, including taxes and other bills that, you know, the man of war needs, because he needs all that energy to continue doing what he's doing to them. But they have no soul, so they continue feeding the beast. Yeah, because they don't know that they're slaves even. They think this is normal, that they have to pay for everything that they do, that everybody, their kids, everybody that is born, yeah, can't enjoy creation of Mosaic for free, and it's gotta pay. Because, you know, they say that their religion is the God that's gonna help anybody that, you know, but they don't help nobody. You see all the beggars in the streets, you know what I'm saying? They end up dead, you know, poor poverty everywhere. Their religion cannot sustain that. They can't save all these people that are, you know, destroyed because they're not able, yeah, to have the creation of Mosaic for free, and they deserve it. Any human being, anybody who were born, deserve the creation of Mosaic for free, without having to pay for nothing. So you know that these people, yeah, that are still in religion, and I don't mean to be, you know, disrespectful or nothing. Yeah, but you know that they are being controlled. Yeah, they've been controlled, and they've been made slaves, and they've been made that they enslave everybody else that come after them. Their kids, everybody. As soon as they're born, they teach them, you know, the same thing. They don't get it. That they worshiping something that is nothing, gave them nothing. They have to pay for everything, people. Everything they do. Even now they go, you know, park the car somewhere, you gotta pay. Parking charges. Yeah, you already pay road tax and all that, but if you park somewhere, you gotta pay parking charges. Nothing they do is for free. And why you have to pay these charges? Because you can't just build your house where you want and do what you want. Your life is dictated by this beast system that forces you to do this, okay? Because they have control of your mind, body, and spirit. That's why I uploaded these other two videos that nobody's paying attention to what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And just for you to see how they control them, spiritually, mentally, and physically, using symbols that I told you guys. Yeah, they use these symbols to set your mind. Yeah, why you think all these religions come with these symbols, which is being misappropriated, as I told you, like the Nazi symbol and all that, they being misappropriated, charged with this energy to hypnotize you, and that's what they use on you. That's why you see symbols everywhere you go. All these big corporations have symbols on you. Yeah, it's the cube. You're inside this energy that they wrote down. And you agree with everything because of that. This harmonizes you to this energy pattern that you are conditioned to live to pay. That's it, man. We're gonna keep this video short. Alright. Love you all. Keep the instructions. Peace.